What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back into the video on the channel. And today we've got a two-parter. You can see my giant $50 Optimus Prime popcorn tin. Yes, I spent $50 on it. I spent a lot of money on collectibles from these movie theaters, and you know what? I regret nothing. Let me show you this real quick. Saw Transformers today. Look at the size of this thing. Also, there's some food in here because I didn't know where to put it. But saw Transformers, so we'll talk about it a little bit today. And I went to a movie theater afterwards. I said I wanted to stop at this place called Faru. I have been there multiple times, but it was close to the movie theater. And since it was already like 10, 11 o'clock, I know they're open. I said, okay, say less, I'm gonna go in there. They make pho, but it's actually Korean owned. If you don't know, like, pho is usually traditionally Vietnamese, but they make some really good pho, which I enjoy. So I got an order of that. This is the broth over here. Got me some bulgogi as well as some dumplings, and then I got some popcorn chicken. And normally when I order food, I will DoorDash or not show up, but this time I went inside myself, and yeah, he recognized me almost immediately. So I started ordering my food, and he looks up and he goes, "You're the king." I was like, wait, I'm not Elvis, am I? But he recognized me, which was cool. I don't mind that kind of stuff. Usually I don't go in myself because that's what happens, and I don't want to get special treatment. But I did pay for my food. I insisted on it. But he did throw in some popcorn broccoli. He was like, "You like broccoli?" I was like, "Yeah, I like broccoli." He said, let me throw this in for you. I want you to try it. So I'm going to try that. That's what's on the rundown. We're going to get through this. We're going to do some reviews real quick. This stuff I've had already, but I made some changes. This I haven't, so we'll talk about that. Talk a little bit about Transformers. For people who don't want to care about the movie, I enjoyed it. But again, I grew up watching Transformers and stuff like that, so I wasn't not going to enjoy it, but we'll talk about it. Let's start with the pho. It comes like this with the broth on the side. That's how it's always going to come. So you got your noodles, and then you can go around. We got some bean sprouts, some mint, some cilantro, some red onions are over here, and then I got the lime, and I got spicy beef pho is what I got. So let me just put this together real quick for people who don't know. There's two things that I usually do. This is just how I do it. Well, how most people do it too, but let's start with the spicy broth. Whew, damn, that's hot. That is hot. Hold on. I don't want to burn my hand. Doing stuff on camera makes things so, like, ooh, that's hot. Hold on. It makes things a lot more difficult, you know, because you're trying not to look stupid, but at the same time, you still have to be economical, I guess the word is. I don't want to put it all the way to the top. I did that last time, and it was a cardinal mistake. This is hot as hell. And let me just get the beef out. I almost rolled. There it is. Beef is really tender. It's brisket. He told me that today. A lot of times it is brisket, but, you know, it was nice to kind of speak to these people. We've only spoken briefly, but like I said, usually I don't go in the restaurant myself because I don't necessarily want special treatment. So it was nice to talk to some people like that so you can kind of put a face behind, well, they know my damn face. I can put a face. Y'all know what I mean. Don't. Anyway, let's start. Let's get the lime on there. No, we got to get a little juicier than that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And you go in with the two sauces. Got to have the hoisin. I should have used two. I'm not getting up. And the sriracha. Usually what I'll do is I'll put it in this, and then I'll get the big soup spoon, and then I'll put it on a little bit with, like, each bite. But I don't like doing all that right now. Just stir that up. Make sure you get the noodles nice and incorporated. Make sure you get everything else nice and incorporated. Got the bean sprouts. I like their spicy broth, but if you don't like spicy food, they do have one that's non-spicy. That's really, really good as well. I've eaten the pho here like 36 times. Okay, slight exaggeration. I've eaten the pho here like 4 to 5 times. That's more accurate. But this place is really good. Located in Hackensack, New Jersey. I know I said that already, but a lot of people, because I don't put things in the title sometime, will ask me, so I'm going to say it a couple of times, because I love y'all, and we got to take care of y'all. But the menu is excellent. Excellent, and the people are really nice. Come here. Yep. I love their spicy, man. I'll try not to eat too much pho on camera because of the incessant slurping. It's just one of those things, man. You can't eat pho and not slurp it. The broth is really, really good. Really flavorful. You can just add spice to it, which they do, which is how I prefer. Hold on now. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. When I went in, there was one person there because it was late that was eating. Bro, you could have told this man that someone was stealing his car outside. You weren't going to stop this man from eating. He was going in. I was like, man, I got to give me some pho. I didn't know if I was going to get pho. But there's just so much flavor in this. No matter which stock I've ever chosen, they have beef, chicken, and vegetable stock. Beef, chicken, and vegetable as far as the protein. And then spicy or regular. And it hits every single time. Okay, one more bite. One more bite. Make sure I get a lot of everything. That's fantastic, man. I said one more bite and I bought more. But I just pulled this brisket apart with a chopstick. It's so tender. I said one more bite and I took like 3 more bites. Fantastic. Fantastic. Stop. Go away. Go away. Stop, bro. Okay. 9.3. 9.3 out of 10. I love it. I do. I love it. I've had their bulgogi like 76 times. I've had their bulgogi fries. I've had a bulgogi taco. I've had a bulgogi sandwich. And it's really good. Bulgogi is a short rib, but it's got a nice little spice to it. But I got the actual bowl this time. So we got it with the fried egg, still runny like I like it, with the white rice. This ain't gonna take long. I'm sure a lot of you women have heard that before from some of your... don't get me started. I'm not going there. Let me see. Flavor on flavor on flavor. Look at this. Give me the egg, give me the egg, give me the egg. There we go. This is gonna send me in an orbit. I love runny eggs. Some people do not. I don't care. Just give them to me then. And the white rice for this is perfect because it soaks up all that flavor from the beef. I forgot how damn good this was. I mean, you cannot go wrong with it. Oh my goodness. Y'all can tell. I'm going in. 3 more bites. I'm being realistic. The depth of flavor, the consistency, the tenderness of the meat. If you never had bulgogi, you gotta try this. Matter of fact, you never been here, you need to go. And no, I don't get paid for that. I'm here all the time. A little bit of that onion. Shaved ribeye. Yikes. Okay, one more. Yeah. You can stop me up for this any day. That might be one of my favorite things on the menu. No, take that back. It's up there though. It's way up there. Way up there. 9.4 out of 10. It's take this out of my Optimus Prime real quick. Get in here. So these are fried broccoli. And he said we had popcorn broccoli because I ordered the popcorn chicken and he was like, do you like broccoli? I said, yeah. He said, I want you to try this. Let me know what you think. So here we go. I'm gonna tell you this. They look fried really well and they look seasoned. But it's deep fried broccoli. This way you get your vegetables in. That's good. The breading and the fry is perfect. Like a spicy chili sauce? Let me see. What the hell is that? Ooh, Hold on now. The fry on that's perfect. It's not heavy. And this almost has like a chili, spicy, not ketchup, but ketchup consistency. But like a spicy chili version of it. Man. Here's your thing on this, man. I ain't gonna lie. Even if you don't like vegetables, I bet you still eat this. Broccoli. I ate like 10 of them already. Or 6. 7. Oh, man. Okay. Stop, bro. It's hard to stop eating some of this stuff, bro. It do be good. Seriously. Still gets a 9 out of 10 for freaking broccoli. Look at this. Now we got some popcorn chicken. They have 2 different flavors, but this one is the curry flavor. Curry popcorn chicken. I definitely smell it on here too. Looks like pieces of white meat. The fry on everything. The breading. Nice and crunchy. Not oily. Not heavy. That is definitely white meat. Chicken. There we go. I didn't want to ruin it, but you know what I'm saying? It feels like there's actual chicken chunks, like chicken breast. Where sometimes you get popcorn chicken and you get like the little rib meat and the little funny meat. Ain't nothing like that in here. This spicy mayo is fire too. And the curry flavor reminds me of like the Mei Fun curry. Where when I say Mei Fun, I'm talking about Singapore Mei Fun. Because the curry flavor adds that little bit. It's not overly spicy, but just enough. And it looks like they put like a dusting of it on here. Honestly, you could dip meat in that spicy mayo and it'd still be good. They did the damn thing today. But again, full disclosure, they knew it was me and they know it's going to be on the video. So if you knew somebody was going to film your food, you'd make it better too, right? I'm not saying that to gas up or flex or anything like that. I'm saying that because I need to be transparent about that. They knew it was me. But I will say this. I've eaten here probably 5 or 6 times, and the quality of the food is similar. I don't notice that much of a difference, but man, that's good. I'm sorry, I'm smacking. Get away. Get away. Go away. Go back up here. Popcorn tin, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. I just want to dip it in this one. Just to experiment for science. One thing, to have chicken breast and that not be dry when you fry it, you gotta know what you're doing. Seriously. 9.3 out of 10. Same thing. And we also have some dumplings. I wanted to try the chicken dumplings. Haven't had their dumplings in a minute. But for a comparison. What kind of sauce is this? Chili sauce. These are some meaty dumplings. I love the filling more than anything. I just feel like I get my money's worth with this filling, and it has a homemade feel to it. Don't taste like frozen dumplings, and you can tell the difference. Personally, I wish they were cooked a little bit longer though, for my preference. As far as the dumpling itself, I would have liked like another minute in there just to give a little more of a... They still have a crunch to it, but not the whole thing. Flavor on the inside. What I just... Damn, this sauce, bro. This... I'm sorry. I just got lost in the sauce. Stop eating, bro. Okay, I'm eating one more. I've been inhaling fog all day. Canadian wood chips. So, I feel quite famished. But anyway. That's really my only gripe about these. Everything else is good. The chicken's good. The filling's good. I just want to be cooked a little bit longer. I love that dipping sauce. Seriously. I mean, the first thing I don't give a 9 to, though. But it still gets an 8.5. Let's talk about the movie real quick. Transformers. I've seen all of the Transformers. I'm sure a lot of you have. You know, very popular movies. I feel like this was one of the better ones. I would not call it the best. The best one still to me is the first one. It might just be my millennial self just like gatekeeping because we think that everything that happened when we were kids is better than everything else. Being completely honest. But it's definitely better than the Wahlberg series to me. Things I liked. They didn't keep to the same exact formula as far as the different kinds of Autobots. They did add some new cast members because it is a prequel. It's set in 1994. All the clothing is very 90s. The soundtrack is very 90s. You know, like the vibe is very 90s. I don't necessarily know how they did this. Maybe filming at a different location, but even the New York is the New York I remember from being a little kid. Like the graffiti kind of look a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? The subway looks super dirty. And I say dirty like affectionately. Don't think I'm making fun of. Like I grew up, you know, around that kind of stuff when I was in the city, and New York back then just had this like gritty look to it that I just like. I feel like it's too clean now. I don't know. It's a part of the charm, but either way, new cast members. Pretty much the entire cast is new because it is a prequel. I thought everybody did a good job as far as like fulfilling their roles. Watching the entire movie, you know this is going to be one of at least 3. Pete Davidson. I know he's polarizing these days. I don't have an issue with him. I thought he was good. He plays... There's a robot named Mirage, which is a pretty... You know how every Transformer film, there's robots that befriend humans? He's that. And you'll notice that. That's not really a spoiler. It's already in the trailer. Some people didn't know he was voicing him, though, but that is, in fact, Pete Davidson. The villain, or villains, they made... this is going to sound me crazy, but they made Megatron look kind of whack. Like, the villains from the other ones, I feel like, compared to this, is kind of nuts. I don't want to give away the spoilers about who or what it is, but the opening sequence just kind of, well, lets you know, like, these dudes ain't no joke. And I say dudes, they ain't dudes, but it kind of just lets you know. I feel like everybody was like, oh, okay. Like, here we go. The movie at times is a little corny, but it's Transformers. You know you're going to get that, so that's not a complaint. I'm just telling people walking in. It didn't do anything, in my opinion, to, like, elevate past the other ones. It just seemed like a good Transformers film. I still very much enjoyed it. That's not a bad thing. It didn't do anything to mess it up either, but it didn't do anything to elevate it. Other than, and this is the one thing, compared to the older ones graphically, like everything just looks better because it's 2023 and not the early 2000s. So they still kept it true to that, but it's got a little bit more of an advanced look to it, in my opinion. If you're a fan of the Transformers movies, I don't know if you got kids, I don't know if you grew up watching it, I don't think you'll dislike this one. I don't think that, again, it's anything that drove the series to a new height, but it was a good Transformer film, and I love the setting of being in the 90s, because I'm a 90s kid, so it is what it is. Is it worth the trip to the movies? Yes. Especially if you're a fan of Transformers in general. Theater was packed, and you can get yourself a cool popcorn tin if you want to spend $50 like me. But overall, I would give the movie 4 out of 5 stars. As far as the Transformers, I think the original trilogy, because I know how it ended, is definitely better. The first one, for sure, is better. But I did enjoy it more than the Wahlberg one, just personally. And I liked some of the new, like Optimus Primal and some of these guys, like new robots. I like them. I like Optimus Primal because he's like a gorilla, and that dude just looked like a savage. So definitely worth watching it. Recommend it. But I just want to talk to you about that, so it's so fresh in my mind. Get yourself a popcorn bucket. Faru is a W. Y'all are a W. But I gotta get out of here. Again, I said this yesterday, but I want to say it again. As far as anybody who's affected by these fires, it's wild out here. Like, I said it last time, but I'm doubling down. I live in New Jersey, and it smells like a barbecue outside. So if you're in Canada, or you're getting the downdraft or the wind from this, don't be outside too long, because my irritation with my throat and my nose has been very annoying today. So you don't want to like develop anything from it. So just be safe. Everybody, just make sure you take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to rest again, because I told y'all yesterday I have like sinus issues when it comes to like all this stuff, and the ash and smoke is really not helping that. So after watching the movie, I gotta go take a nap. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.